What's happening, battlers? My name's Trainer Mamco and welcome back to another battle video. This time we're going to be going over my first weighted Jungle Cup tournament that actually happened last Friday. And we had 14 people in 4 rounds, and not gonna lie, I didn't do too well this time. I went 2-2, but I expected that because I'm not very good at Jungle Cup to begin with. I've been struggling recently trying to create a team, trying to find balance, and I've been losing in practice battles. But I learned a lot during this tournament and I had a great time. It was a really good time. My friend Carissa V123 won this tournament, and I felt like it was a long time coming for her. She's been in quite a few cups, and she's come very close to winning a couple times. But in practice battles with her, I could tell that this was going to be her cup because she dominated me in practice battles. But let's go ahead and take a look at my team. So my team for this cup was Venusaur with Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant, Sludge Bomb, Lantern with Water Gun, Thunderbolt, Hydro Pump, Vigoroth with Counter, Body Slam, Bulldoze, Legacy Venomoth with Confusion, Poison Fang, and Silverwind, Noctowl with Wing Attack, Sky Attack, and Psychic, and finally Vespiquen with Bug Bite, X-Scissor, and Power Gem. Now in hindsight, I definitely should have brought Forretress, this being a post-charm tournament. I thought that with Legacy Venomoth and Venusaur that I have enough coverage against Wigglytuff, but they're not reliable counters. They can beat it, but they're not reliable, and I shouldn't have brought Vespiquen because that means that I had 3 Pokemon that were weak to Noctowl on my team, and I probably should have brought another electric type just because that could give me extra coverage against Noctowl or Vespiquen. But yeah, I should have brought either Forretress or an electric type. But let's go ahead and get into the first battle. So in the first round, I went against Ahmad ZR, and he was a pretty chill dude. And he had Vigoroth, Noctowl, Venusaur, Lantern, Vespiquen, and Heracross. And our teams are pretty similar in that he had Heracross in place of my Venomoth. But neither of us really had any Wigglytuff counters, so we had pretty pre-charm meta-balanced teams. But I figured he could probably still do a good amount of damage to my team if I didn't choose the right lineup. So I saw that he had 3 weak to Noctowl. So I decided I was going to lead with that and hope that he wasn't going to lead with Lantern or Noctowl or Vigoroth. And then I had Venusaur and Vigoroth waiting in the back. So let's go ahead and get into the first battle. So in this first lead matchup, I bring my Noctowl, and then he brings his Heracross. Perfect lead matchup, so I go ahead, try to get off some wing attacks, and then he switches to his Lantern like I predicted. So I bring in my Venusaur, build up the energy for a Frenzy Plant. He gets CMP, that's fine. Thunderbolt isn't going to hurt Venusaur that much, so I'm just going to go ahead and not shield that. There we go. And I'm going to get off my Frenzy Plant. I like the new minigame mechanic, it's pretty fun actually, so I'm enjoying that a lot. And he just lets it go through, and then he brings in Vigoroth, and I'm going to see if I can get to another Frenzy Plant here. He gets CMP again, so I'm going to go ahead and shield that because Frenzy Plant can hurt Vigoroth a lot. So I'm going to go ahead, see if I can get off that Frenzy Plant there. Here we go. And then he shields that. So then I'm going to see if I can get to another one before I faint. And I do. Perfect. So I'm going to see if I can get that off again, see if he shields that. And he doesn't, so that's a critical little Vigoroth. My Noctowl is safe now, and I'm just going to go ahead and bring in my Noctowl just because I don't want to give his Heracross that energy if I use my Vigoroth. So I'm going to go ahead, farm that Vigoroth down. He brings out his Heracross. I'm going to go ahead and burn that last shield on him. And now shield's down, Noctowl wins. It's already GG's. But, yep, get that last Sky Attack, and GG's. GG's Ahmad. That first game was pretty awesome. So in match 2, I led with Venusaur but kept the same team. Should have led with Noctowl again, but I was afraid he'd lead with his Lantern. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can try and get him with the building up energy, baiting him with the Frenzy Plant, and then throwing off the Sludge Bomb right after. But he throws off his move first, it's a Sludge Bomb, so I'm going to go ahead, get off a Frenzy Plant. And then I'm going to try and switch to Noctowl right here. See if I can get some health down there. And then I probably shouldn't have done that because I gave him the chance to switch into his Lantern, but I knew I wanted to take out that Lantern as fast as possible, and then I could probably take out Venusaur with my Vigoroth in the back. So I go ahead and just get off a Sky Attack. I don't go over the Psychic. I just wanted to see if I could get off 2 Sky Attacks here, and I do. So I go ahead and get an excellent on that Sky Attack, get him down below half health, and he gets off a Thunderbolt. That's fine, I'm just going to go ahead and let it get through, and I'm going to farm him up with my Venusaur. Get some extra energy on there. I'm going to wait for the switch timer to go down and switch back into my Venusaur. So I go ahead and build up that energy, And then he gets up a Thunderbolt, which is fine. Not going to shield it. I want to save that shield for my Vigoroth in the back, so I'm going to go ahead and farm him down for even more energy. And now Venusaur is locked and loaded. So I'm going to go ahead, he got Frenzy Plant, he brings back in his Venusaur, so I'm going to bait his shield. Perfect, there goes his last shield, now comes the Sludge Bomb. Gonna get that Sludge Bomb, got that excellent, brought him down, but then he had a Frenzy Plant. So I'm not going to shield it, just going to save that shield for my Vigoroth. Put him down with counters, build up that energy. And then his last Pokemon is Noctowl. Perfect. Vigoroth beats Noctowl and takes neutral damage from counter and Body Slam. Will just spam. And then he gets Sky Attack, that's okay. Go ahead and shield it. And then this battle is basically GG's. Yeah. Good games, Ahmad. Good games, dude. I can't wait to battle you again. You were awesome. You were awesome. Let's go ahead and get into match round 2. So in round 2, I went up against Carissa, who brought Noctowl, Victreebel, Vigoroth, Vespiquen, Wigglytuff, and Alolan Golem. And 3 of those are heavy damage dealing fast move users. Victreebel with Razor Leaf, Wigglytuff with Charm, and Alolan Golem with Rock Throw. And she told me right before we battled that she woken up just a little bit after the new swiping mechanic for the charge moves had been released, so she didn't get that much practice with it, and she didn't feel like dealing with it during the tournament, so she just decided to go with those 3. And I was a little worried because she has a lot of coverage with that team, and Razor Leaf can do a lot of damage to Vigoroth and Lantern. 2 of which would be pretty core in my lineups, but so I just decided to go with Venomoth, Lantern, and Venusaur for the first match, just because that would provide me with coverage versus Wigglytuff and Vigoroth, and Lantern and Venusaur could take out Alolan Golem, and Lantern could take out any flying type that she brought with her. So let's go ahead and get into the battle. So in this first battle, I lead off with my Venomoth, hoping for a good matchup like Wigglytuff. She brings in Wigglytuff. Perfect. So I go ahead and I build up to the Poison Fang. Then she decides to switch out right here. Yup, she brings in her Vespiquen. So I bring in my Lantern. And Vespiquen's X-Scissors and Power Gems can't really hurt Lantern, so I'm going to be okay for the most part. But I'm going to go ahead, just not shield that first X-Scissor. Get a build up to Thunderbolt, but she gets off another X-Scissor. Bug Bite and X-Scissor is pretty fast, so I'm going to go ahead and shield that because she could just finish me off with Bug Bites after that. So I'm going to go ahead, build up to Thunderbolt, and she decides to shield that. So then I'm going to try and build up to another Thunderbolt here. She gets off another X-Scissor, so I decide, do I want to take it out right now? Yeah, because both Venusaur and Venomoth would have trouble with Vespiquen. So I'm going to go ahead, get another Thunderbolt. There we go, try to get that excellent, there we go, just like that. Take out the Vespiquen, so now both my Venomoth and Venusaur are safe, as long as she doesn't have Noctowl. Good, she brings in Vigoroth, so my team's pretty much okay here. Both Venomoth and Venusaur can beat Vigoroth, but they're gonna have trouble without some shields, and she does have a shield. So I'm gonna go ahead, just take that Body Slam. See if I can get rid of that shield with a Silver Wind. Or a Poison Fang. Poison Fang? Yep, there we go. Just because Poison Fang's faster, I want to see if I can go ahead and get another one before she gets to the Body Slam. And she gets another Body Slam. I should have under-tapped there. But that's fine. And go ahead, bring in my Venusaur. And it's okay if Venusaur takes his Body Slam because it's at full health and she's not at an Ice Beam yet on her Wigglytuff. Go ahead, build up to Frenzy, develop to Energy. I'm gonna bait her with the Frenzy Plant, because either way, Frenzy Plant hurts Wigglytuff pretty badly, so she's gonna shield that. Then I have enough energy for the Sludge Bomb, and that is GG's for match 1 of round 2. So for the second match, I went ahead and led with Venomoth and had Vigoroth instead of Venusaur in the back, but she brought her Noctowl to the first lead matchup. My first thought was, oh no, I'm screwed. She knows what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my Lantern and just try to see if I can build up a little bit of energy, because I know she's gonna swap out right there. Yup, she brings in her Vigoroth, and that's bad because Body Slam spam. So not going to shield anything that Vigoroth does here, just because I want to save those shields for my Venomoth and for my Vigoroth. So I over-tap just a little bit, build up the Thunderbolt, and then some energy. Get off that first shield, see if I can get to another one, and then another Thunderbolt. So I'm going to see if I can get rid of that last shield or take out her Vigoroth, and she takes that last shield. So she's shieldless, I have both shields. So I'll go ahead and bring back in my Venomoth, and I build up to a Poison Fang, but she gets off another Body Slam, so I'm just going to go ahead and not shield that because I want to protect my Vigoroth. And then right here, I feel like I should have just taken it out. I should have taken it out right there. That's probably one of my biggest mistakes. And then I burned that shield because I wanted to protect it. Man, that was probably one of my mistakes right there. So she goes ahead and brings in, which one? Vespiquen. So I'm a little bit of a bind here just because it's Vespiquen, but I think I have enough energy for near 3 Body Slams here. So I'm gonna go ahead, take that X Scissor. Doesn't kill me, so I go ahead and build up some more energy, get to another Body Slam. And then this is where I really wish I just taken out the Vigoroth with my Poison Fang, because my Vigoroth was pretty much knocked down to no health right here. But I was able to take out the Vespiquen, and Noctowl was brought back in. It's on low health, and I got out the Silverwind just so I could see if I could get the buff. And I did. Now I really wish I was able to get that Poison Fang right there, but I was this close, man. My mistake there was that I swapped out my Venomoth. I shouldn't have done that, but GG's Carissa, that was awesome. So coming into the final match of round 2, I led with Vigoroth and she led with her Wigglytuff. I should have done Venomoth again, but I was scared of the Noctowl. God dang it. Okay, so I go ahead and try to build some energy because Body Slams do hurt Wigglytuff. I didn't want to give her the switch advantage either, so I go ahead and burn that first shield, and Vigoroth is just disappearing, man. I just didn't know what to do at that point. I didn't want to switch. I didn't want to give her the advantage or anything like that. But with Wigglytuff, she already had the advantage. So I didn't use any of my shields. She just farmed me down with Charm. So I'm gonna burn one shield, protect my Noctowl from that Ice Beam. Go ahead and put down that Wigglytuff. Build up some energy. She brings in Alolan Golem. Crap. She knew what I was gonna do. So I bring in my Lantern, see if I can counter that. And she switches out to her Vigoroth. I'm pretty much just done at this point. There's nothing else I can do. I felt so bad. Like I hadn't felt so defeated. I wanted to bring my Venusaur. Venusaur would have done work on this team. Probably the same team actually would have done work from the beginning. Venomoth, Lantern, Venusaur. But yeah, she just brought down my team right there. I was like, you know what, GG's Carissa. When I brought my Noctowl, it was already GG's. But it was awesome. Awesome rounds. Awesome matches. See, I get off that Sky Attack. Just wipes me down. Yep. Oh, man. If I'd gone with my gut, man, if I'd stuck to what I knew, things would have turned out differently. But she deserved that win. It was awesome. It was awesome. In the third round, I went up against Detroit's Birdman, who had Raichu, Venusaur, Wigglytuff, Vigoroth, Noctowl, and Fortress. That's a pretty solid team right there. And I remember in the first match, we had lag, heavy lag. So I saw his lead, but he didn't see mine. And I was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and make new teams. And my lead was Lantern, he led with Vigoroth. And I was hoping that he would stick with that, but he actually brought in Venusaur to lead. And it just went downhill from there. I switched out, he countered my switch, and it was just bad, man. But I did record the second match, and he beat me there too. So let's go ahead and get into that match right now. So for this match, I went ahead with my basic team setup of Venusaur, Noctowl, Vigoroth, and he leads with his Vigoroth. Good matchup for us. So he goes ahead, switches out to his Noctowl. I probably should have tried to hit him with a Sludge Bomb right there, see if I could bait a shield. But I go ahead and switch into my Vigoroth, He shields that first body slam. I'm gonna go ahead and shield up that sky attack. And then I'm gonna see if I can build up quite a bit of energy here. But then he gets another sky attack. So I'm like, crap, what do? I go ahead and double shield my Vigoroth, because you want to protect your Vigoroth. So I'm gonna go ahead and build up some more energy. See if I can reach another excellent on that body slam. He doesn't shield that. So I'm gonna go ahead, build up more energy. Thought I could fast attack him down, but it wasn't enough. So I have a body slam ready, but can he take me out? No, just barely. So I'm gonna fast attack him down, and I'm gonna hit whatever comes in with the body slam. He brings back in his Vigoroth. So I'm gonna go ahead, put it back in there. But now see here, I don't know why I did this. I had my Venusaur ready to go, but I could have used my Venusaur. I don't know why I brought in Noctowl. So I was trying to just fast attack it down. I don't know what I was thinking here, man. I think I just probably given up. I'm not sure, but if I'd saved Noctowl, you'll see why. I wish I'd saved Noctowl. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that last shield. I'm gonna try and switch back in. Didn't do it in time. I was just making all kinds of errors here, man. I was just messing up, but I'm gonna go ahead, fast attack him down for more energy. And then he brings in his Venusaur, and it has Razor Leaf. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with a Frenzy Plant, because it's good sometimes to hit it with Frenzy Plant just so you can keep the Sludge Bomb. Hit it with Frenzy Plant, hit it with Sludge Bomb. And I think this is what happened. I think, watch right here, I didn't get an excellent on that Sludge Bomb, and it didn't do enough damage. And I was hoping I could get to another one right before he took me out, but he got to the Frenzy Plant. GG's, man. That was great. It was close, but it was great. So in the fourth and final round, I went up against Jay Thielen, who had Beedrill, Noctowl, Vigoroth, Magnezone. First one that I faced, Fortress, and Victreebel. That's some crazy Wigglytuff coverage right there. It's really good. But I forgot to record the first match again, so we're gonna end up watching the second match again. So let's go ahead and get into that battle. So in this final match, I led Noctowl, and I had Venomoth and Vigoroth in the back, and he led with his Fortress. Perfect matchup. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off that Sky Attack. Heavy Slam is gonna do that much damage to Noctowl, but his Fortress had Rock Tomb. So I found that out in the first round, or in the first match, and I had to shield that one. So I'm gonna go ahead, get off another Sky Attack, see if he shields it. So we go, get that excellent, and he shields it. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can fast attack him down, get another Sky Attack maybe. And do I shield here? I don't shield here. It's a Rock Tomb. It doesn't kill me, but I'm gonna go ahead and get off that last Sky Attack. There we go, down goes his Fortress. He brings in his Beedrill, and I have Venomoth just for that reason. There we go. And then I think it's gonna be an X Scissor. Yep, because Sludge Bomb wouldn't be active that fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep farming him down. Let me see if I can get off the buff from Silverwind. And he lets it go down, and I get the buff. I got the buff, perfect. I'm gonna go ahead, and he gets off a Body Slam, so I'm gonna go ahead and shield that. I'm gonna get off a Poison Fang, see if I can get to another one before I faint. Get rid of that last shield. Come on, get to that next Poison Fang. And the under tap. I gotta learn to under tap. But there we go. Got another Poison Fang. And that is GG's. So that was the first Jungle Cup from the Berkley Clawson Battle League. And, you know, I wish I'd done better. I made some last minute team changes that I wish I hadn't, and I made some poor decisions during the battles. And I hope that I do better in the second Jungle Cup. There's one coming up this weekend. I made a new team. I've been practicing with it a lot, and I'm pretty confident in it. And I think I'll perform better this time. But congratulations to Carissa. You definitely deserve that win. It's been a long time coming for you, and Jungle Cup was definitely your cup to win. So congratulations again, and thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you liked it, make sure you smash that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video.